So I was scrolling through the comments and someone suggested for me to make a video on the Houston Astros because I made one about the Yankees, and I said if you want me to talk about any team or any topic, put it in the comments. I do the same for this video. So someone wanted a Houston Astros video. So here we go. Now, the Astros, how are they doing this season? Well, they're 7 games above 500, so that's a positive. 41-34, but they're 5.5 games back behind the Texas Rangers, who are really look good. It's like last year they were kind of supposed to be good, paying over $500 million to Marcus Semien and Corey Seager, but this year the Rangers are actually good. So the Astros are 5.5 games behind them, and you usually expect the Astros to be at the top, like running away with the division, but they're not really. So what's going on with them? Maybe it's a bit of a World Series hangover thing, but I mean the Astros still are a pretty good team, and they have the same core. I just think the players are not as hot. Okay, Kyle Tucker, I almost said Kyle Seager. Kyle Tucker has kind of taken a step back, so he needs to start producing more. Last year, I believe he was an All-Star, and this year he's not close to being an All-Star, so he kind of regressed a little bit. I still think Kyle Tucker good. I still believe in Kyle Ryan Tucker, but he's just not producing the way he was last year. Jose Abreu, that was like a monstrosity contract. I meant to look it up and compare the number before I made this, but they let Yuri Gurriel go. Oh, that's hard to say 5 times fast. He's on the Marlins, and he's not producing much either, but he has to be doing more than Jose Abreu. That I feel so bad for Astros fans. I don't know. I mean, you thought you were signing him. You started him for another 2 seasons after this one, and he's not even good for half of the first year. I don't know why. I didn't know if he would regret this much, but the 2020 MVP is not looking too good. Jose Abreu really disappointing. That's another thing. And then you miss Jose Altuve for the first 2 months. He had his hand broken by Daniel Bard in the World Baseball Classic, and I feel like it's one of those things where if your star player is not there, the team is not going to produce. Because there's some teams like the Giants or the Brewers or the Rays who is like you have 10 people that can run the offense. On the Astros, for example, is Jose Abreu. On the Yankees, is Aaron Judge. On the Angels, is Mike Trout. If you do not have your star player there, this team does nothing. It sucks the life out of them. So now that Jose Altuve is back, they're actually doing pretty good. But when he was gone, it was not much. It was just kind of Alex Bregman. And Alex Bregman is decent. I feel like he's having slow start as well. Jeremy Pena is kind of slow. You switch to the pitching. You lost Justin Verlander. Now, you still have Framber Valdez, who looks great. Christian Javier kind of stepped back. Hunter Brown, I feel like it's growing pains with Hunter Brown. I mentioned Christian Javier. The bullpen. I don't feel like the bullpen's been as good. I know Ryan Pressly has a higher ERA than normal. I mean, you still have Phil Maton. You still have all the guys you do. Brian Abreu, Hector Neris, Luis Montero, or what? Rafael Montero, that his name? Or that the guy that the country released? I forget, honestly. Oh, that was embarrassing. But the Astros had the same group of guys. Now, I believe they lost Luis Garcia to Tommy John surgery, and you lost Lance McCullers Jr. to forearm surgery. So they're both out for the year, if I remember seeing that correctly. But what the Astros need to do to turn it around, they need to get more production. I mean, you still have Martin Maldonado and Corey Jones. I wanted to mention Corey Jones. I go this one without mentioning him. He is very underrated. I mean, he's one of the Astros rookies, and he's really performing quite good, making some good diving catches against the Mets, which the Astros just took 2 out of 3 games against the Mets. So looking very good. And on the day I'm making this, they are having a 2017 World Series rematch with the Dodgers in Los Angeles. So, the Astros, do they need to make a trade? They just need to play better, honestly. I think this Astros team is very good. They brought back everyone from the World Series from last year, and they just need to play better, honestly. Jose Altuve's back, so he's the captain. He's going to lead them to wins. Jose Abreu need to get better, like massively better, and everyone else just need to go back to 2022 and win. If you would trade, I mean, I would probably... Is there a way to trade for another starter? Because I feel like that would really help your starting rotation in terms of who you could trade from. And I've heard Shane Bieber, I mean, he's been rumored to be traded to anywhere. So maybe you want to trade for another starter. I feel like that wouldn't hurt. But, yeah, the Astros, I think they're going to pick it up. And honestly, they're making the playoffs. I'm guaranteed of that much. Because right now, they would be the 5th seed. They're right behind the Orioles in the standings. And the Astros are making the playoffs. I'm pretty sure of that one. Are they going to catch the Rangers? We'll see. I could see the team catching the Texas Rangers, honestly. I don't fully believe in the Rangers yet, but during the first half, the Rangers have looked really good, but the Astros, they could catch them if you put them in a 3-game series in the wild card or the ALDS or something like that. Maybe I would pick the Astros just from experience and the veteran leadership on that Astros team to beat the Rangers. So I wouldn't worry too much if I'm an Astros fan. I see this team turning around 100%.